Hey there ladies and gentlemen, what is up? My name is Leo and you're watching the Argent Leo's Gaming Channel. Today we're playing Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 4. I'm commenting on a 4-elim victory royale and just showing you that players of, well, that you don't have to be that good a player in Fortnite in order to get a victory royale in Chapter 4 Season 4. So I just landed and I've got a grey sighted AR and a grey sighted shotgun. I've now just picked up a blue pump shotgun and I've got the grey SMG. Let's get the shield up. We know that there's a player just ahead of us. And I'm commenting on this game as I forgot to record while I was playing, and well, now we're watching the replay together. There's that player ahead of me. Okay, I did actually want to go down to the dock first, but that player started to, or tried to attack and built a wall. I built a sort of a decoy ramp, taller, and then stood midway on the ramp. I thought he would continue shooting at me, but it didn't. Instead, that player went off towards the other chest. So this is a good thing about the sighted AR, as you can shoot quite accurately at long range. I'm not a fan of the sighted SMG. It's just not my kind of weapon. But it does have the advantages of having a sight, as you can aim easily, and well, if you've got bad eyesight, you can shoot better with it. Okay, so I've just dropped my grey AR and I've now got the grey I've now got a green AR and a blue shotgun. Well, those are my primary weapons. Those are the ones that I will be using throughout the game. I've adopted a playstyle of where I generally use the first two weapons in the slot as my main weapons, and the third one optional depending on how many other types of items there are in the game. Like in the beginning of Chapter 4 Season 4, there are quite a lot of items that I'd like to try out, so I'm keeping those three slots open for those, and of course healing items. So I've picked up the blue SMG, and I've got the blue AR, and I've got the blue pump shotgun. So right there I opted to go with the sighted versions of the weapons. And I've got quite good weapons if you look at them. Okay, I definitely need to take that briefcase. And okay, now I've got a better shotgun. So I've got an epic shotgun and two blue other weapons. Just farming for now. Okay, I won't take the explosive for now. Definitely need that other briefcase. Nice thing is you can actually carry 3 briefcases. Well, that's the most amount of briefcases I've carried in one game so far. So good to know. You can carry more than one briefcase, and surprisingly enough, it doesn't occupy another slot. You can actually carry them in one slot at the moment. I don't know if they will change it. I suppose they might in the future, because the briefcases, the briefcase drones, once they're open, they can be quite a nuisance. So if you are able to play with more than one at a time, yeah, it can be devastating to other players and frustrating to other players that haven't adopted the new weapons as yet. I'm actually looking for 4 keys. For some reason in the replay you can't see the locked items in those chests, but um, I could go for maybe an epic weapon. I could get an epic weapon from there, but unfortunately in the surrounding area there weren't any keys close enough or quick enough for the storm rolled in for me to actually go and claim those weapons. So we will try and maybe get this season's mythic weapon, sorry, in the Eclipsed. Estate. Oh, okay, so that's what's on the roof. I was always thinking that they're horns. Okay, anyway. Pardon me. Okay, I'm going to throw a briefcase in here. And as you can see, at least the briefcase does take care of the security. So that's a tip for you guys when attacking these estates. Man, looks like PewDiePie's emblem. And probably his couch. Nice. Ornaments. Okay. But it's extremely unnecessary. But it's nice. This is how an estate should look. Gives you more the sense of like an occult. All the emblems, half moon emblems, the eclipse emblems. Okay, so this is probably where the vault is. Okay, so once again, I'm going to try and save my health. And let the drone take care of eliminating some of these NPCs. Okay, so this is where the other vault is. Now this is where the vault is. There's the other vault. Kinda interesting that in this chapter and season that they've got a vault within a vault. The first vault keeps the other vault which is inside that vault safe. Okay. Okay, so I should take this because I do need an escape item and definitely gonna take any gold weapons that I get. So let's go and look for that other key. Hopefully we can find it before the storm rolls in. Maybe it's not a good idea to leave the briefcase out in the open because anybody can actually shoot it from the passage. So we'll place it here behind the wall so that if a player does come in here, maybe we can get an easy elim. Do we need to go this way? Nope. That's a dead end. Okay, so we basically need to find that other key. It does sound like that, like the boss is still alive. Sound seems to be coming from here. Right, here's a player. Don't see the other one. Oh. Okay, that player is eliminated. That player. Seems to be an NPC close by. And well, it will be good to be able to run around with another NPC. 2 guns are better than 1. Hopefully we can get to that NPC before the storm rolls in. Right, okay, let's see who it is anyway. Okay, it's possible. If you could trigger that NPC, it's possible that NPC will give you health. And an additional gun. Gunner, sorry. Doesn't seem like there's any players in the immediate area. Okay, skybasing. I would think that there were more players that would come out of out from Eclipse Estate, but not. It seems though that it is quite a task to get both keys in order to get into both key cards to get into those safes. Obviously, you need to locate them, then fight the other players that land in that area, and on top of it, after you fight those players, you gotta still find the carriers of those key cards. And then you got to take those key cards down into the basement where you find some more players to fight or AI to fight. So it's quite a task. I'm going to try and do it, definitely. I did try to do it, it obviously didn't succeed. But I'm definitely going to try that again. I just don't think it's a good idea to land with all the players at once in that area. I suppose maybe it would be a good idea, you know, if you're good enough to do that in order to find the key cards a lot quicker. But I think for most players it will be a good idea to actually land close by in the surrounding area like I did. At least build shield, get good weapons, and then go into that area. Man, this mud looks nasty. City folk may not know, but mud can really stick to you. Not as bad as this, but then again, it depends on the consistency of the mud. Okay, over here, I've got everything that I needed. I was mostly looking for players, and if I happened to find a better weapon, which was kind of unlikely, I would have taken it, but as you can see, I didn't find anything. Maybe you guys can comment about this in the comment section. Do you think the map is a little bit too large? Maybe they should bring in another 100 players? Because I definitely think that from season 4, the map is a little bit too large. Because sometimes it does take quite long for you to find another player. Because in this kind of replay, you can actually see the players on the mini-map. And players are really spread out towards the end of the game. Maybe something Epic can look at in the next season chapter. Rather have 2 maps than 1. Okay, over here I did expect to actually run into somebody. Although I was surprised that I didn't find anyone up here. Of where you're aiming. Okay, here's a good tip to avoid fall damage by sliding down against a wall. Okay, I did notice the fight to my left, however, I was trying to get closer to the safe zone. There's nothing worse than actually battling a player and the fight drags on and you end up getting eliminated. Well, essentially eliminating yourself in the storm. Rather just start the fight in the safe zone, so you've got ample time in case the storm rolls in or starts rolling. Yep. I managed to break the car in about 5 seconds. Ooh. Okay. So I dropped the rocket ram there as I was planning on using the 3 briefcases for an epic finale. However, you guys are going to see in about a minute or two what actually happens to those suitcases. So I was just checking to see whether there was a difference in the weapon that I was carrying. Perhaps I had the mythic version, wasn't quite sure, and that's when I checked to make sure, and I was basically carrying the legendary weapon, and the other one was an exact duplicate of that weapon. So I now know that those players are over there. So I'm moving closer towards the safe zone so that I can ambush them. And unfortunately, I'm not sure if this was changed, but it seems like you can only have 1 drone operational at a time. You can carry a number of them, but you can only have one available. At first I thought that maybe the one briefcase eliminated the other briefcase, but then I realized that was a bit stupid and I would have probably heard that. So they basically just vanish into thin air. Okay, so I'm still looking for those other players, but I have realized now that those players are probably extremely close to me. But I do want to make to go as close to the safe zone as possible. So this is the point where the other players have no choice but to arrive. So let's build a protective structure and wait for them. There's the other player, and let's throw the briefcase to distract that player. We can use the shotgun to eliminate that player. So ladies and gentlemen, that is an easy victory in Chapter 4, Season 4. If you do enjoy the content of this channel, please do consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.